It's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. We've entered into that time of year, fellas. It is time for boxes. It is time for all of the various holiday things, and this year we're kicking it off with the Waffentrager event. So, how do you do this? Most of you guys know this, but we're going to go through some of the basics. And then I have 150 boxes to open. Thank you to Wargaming for that. That's awesome. As usual, we're going to come over here. Onslaught's going on at the same time. We got a lot of stuff going on, fellas. So click on Waffentrager Reckoning. It will take you over there, and then you can play either the Harriers or the Waffentrager if you've got the keys. Looks like I have 30 of the keys, which is cool. Again, thanks to Wargaming. As usual in the past, early on, it's hard to get battles with the Waffentrager. There aren't that many of them out there. And then that kind of situation will reverse later on. Remember, there are missions for the Waffentrager and for the Harriers in terms of getting through this right here, which is the progression. For your progression rewards, we're talking about Waffentrager keys, silver. We do have battle pass points. That's a good thing. We also have experimental equipment and some boxes. You have Harriers boxes, which are at a relatively lower level. We'll take a look at what those are in a minute. But you will be able to get 2 of the Engineers crates, I believe. Where are those guys? They're gold looking things. Yep, there's one right there at 170 something points, and then there's another one before that, I believe, back here. Yep, at 80 something points, or maybe it is 80. So as you progress through this, as I said, Path of the Harrier, these are the missions: 1,000 damage, help overload 1 generator in 3 different battles, etc., etc. There are rewards for that as well, and then you will move progression along as well. Of course, the Path of the Engineer, which is running the Blitztrager, Waffentrager, whatever it is. You are also going to be able to get keys or tickets or whatever to run the E100, basically, the Waffentrager, in randoms as well. So you will start to see those. I have been away. It is Sunday, so I'm imagining you've already seen some of those in game if you've been playing in the randoms, because people tend to blitz through some of these things pretty quickly. As always, there is a way to spend money and to get a lot of this stuff. We'll talk about that, but that is the general idea of the program itself. Last thing to talk about here in the client is the fact that you can get, if you look at missions, in randoms, you can get some silver that's related to this whole thing. It's win a battle and be in the top 5, which is a little bit difficult. And you're also then going to get keys, so you can get up to 30 keys. Maybe that's where I got my keys, to be honest, because it looks like maybe Thursday I played some, and I went through some of these right here. And I guess you can only do 1, or is it every 24 hours? Maybe there's only 1. Time left 11 hours. Unknown, guys, if this is once every 24 hours or what. But you can get some keys and some silver by playing randoms. All right, keys to run the Waffentrager. So that's a good thing, because that puts a few more of those things into the queue, so you can play both of them, the Waffentragers and the Harriers, as players are out there doing that. I guess there was one more thing to talk about in the client. If you go to store, now you can buy some of these things on the website, but a couple of these things you can only get through the store. The crates, the Engineers crates, we'll go to the website in a second. You can buy them there. Click them on this here in the client, it will take you to the website. Howsoever, there are some content creator packages down here that are gold, 5,000 gold for each one of these. We've got Dacky, Mouse Acrobat, Quickie Baby, and Skill 4 LTU. What you're getting here is Agent Dacky, right? It's a character, a different version of Dacky, which I think a couple of these guys, I know that Quickie's got a couple examples of himself in the game already of various kinds. So this is a different character of Quickie and Dacky and all that good stuff in Skill. You get one of those, you're going to get a 10 times 5 XP and 50% credits. That's kind of a lot. That's just my opinion. There's also the other bundles down here for 1,000 gold. These are actually just skins from past events with the Waffentrager, but that is also available right there. All right. Let's go ahead and do this, and we will click on the boxes here. We'll go open, and here's what it looks like. It actually has a readout to this. Oh, that's new, I think. I actually like that. It tells you what all the percentages are on the page. That's actually fantastic. Well done, Wargaming. Before we get there though, let's go ahead and bring up Chrome. This is an article that is available on the website. Let's just back it up. I'll show you where it is because we do have a new website layout, and I actually want to do the premium shop first. So we'll click on the premium shop. This is where you're going to buy the boxes if you just want to buy the engineer's crates. Remember, you can get 2 free by going through the whole progression, but if you just want a whole stack of them, they sell them in 5, 25, 75, and 150. Every 50 boxes is a guaranteed premium. We'll get into how many different premiums there are because there's quite a few. So in the case of me having 150 boxes, that's 3 guaranteed premiums, and then compensation for any premiums that you hit after that. That's on every 50th box. So if I hit one on the 10th box, then it would be on the 60th box. See how that kind of works right there? I don't know, and they do this on purpose, fellas. You can't buy 50 box sets. It is what it is. You can buy a 150 box set, so the most expensive one will get you 3 premiums out of the premiums that are out there. So you can do that, but you can't buy just a 50. So it gets a little interesting in there. I mean, say you bought 20, let's say you bought 75, and you hit a premium on 50, and then you hit a premium on like 52, and you went through the other 23 or whatever it is that are left. You're like, well, shit, now I'm only like 25 away. But you look at it and go, well, shoot, I'm actually slightly more than 25, so now I have to buy a 25 and a 5. You know what I'm saying? We're going to look at what the relative worth is of mine as we go through here. One big key before we really get into it, just remember you're getting 100 gold guaranteed for each box. So in my case, that's what, 15,000 gold. We'll do some of that math in a minute. But that's where you're going to buy them there on the website. All right. The article itself is right here. Waffentrager Reckoning, Unique Crew, etc. This breaks it down. We did cover this on Coffee Talk last week before this event started, but we didn't have all the information. Oh, I didn't actually talk about the prices, did I? $5 for 5, and then you get a discount all the way up to a 15% discount. So $1 a box, and then the more boxes you buy, the more discount you get. So $127 is kind of the baseline that we'll be operating with because I have 150 boxes. So I don't know, I should have something to write with, but I don't. There we go. Got to get the little sticky out. So we're talking about, were I to buy this right off the bat, I have spent 127.46, and I will get 15,000 gold out of that. Let's just do that math now for giggles. I should know that off the top of my head. I've been doing this long enough, but I don't. Come down here for any amount of gold, and we do 15,000, 1, 2, 3 gold, and we come out to 63.25 in gold. So right off the bat, provided you do not re-roll, we'll talk about that in a second, and you keep all the gold you get, half of your cost of 127 is automatically going to get you gold. So really, at the end of the day, with 150 boxes, you're getting 3 premiums for 60 bucks. There's a lot of other little doodads in there, and we'll kind of talk about it, because you may hit some 3D styles and some other things that might to you be worth a significant amount of money. All right. So back here to the article, what do you get in the crates? Characters, I believe, are possible. Let's go here to where it shows what you can get. That's the legacy bundle. All right, the crates themselves. 100 gold automatically. 100%. Let me see what they're doing here because I'm a little bit confused already. All right, so it's the stuff below it. 100% also of credits or premium account. So you're going to get one of these two in 100,000, 250,000, or 500,000 credits, and 1, 3, or 7 days of premium. So 100 gold and one of these two things is 100%. 75% for booklets, manuals, etc. of various worth, I suppose, from the small to the large. We got chunks of free experience from 5,000 all the way to 200,000. Holy cow, 200,000, wow. And then PRs, and it looks like the experience one, the crew one, and the 50%, these do not appear to be the limited ones that run out. They appear to be the permanent ones. That was a 75% chance, a 5% chance, and all of these are rolled, so you could get some of all of this depending on, theoretically, depending on how you rolled. A 5% chance of the 3D styles, at least I believe that's how it was in the past. some 2D styles in that 5% chance. It's kind of interesting that those are chucked in there. I would equate those to be worth much less than the 3D styles. I know Wargaming believes that to be so, based on their pricing. And then we get to the premiums. So premiums are a 2% chance, and here they are. The new ones are the E77, the Leichter Panzer 70K, and the Project Ion, which is a reskin of something. I can't remember right now. Project Ion is a Tier 8 Skoda. T56, the two-shot auto-loading one. All right. And then these other tanks, fellas, over here. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks that have already been released. Do you have all of those? Let me see. Do I? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, I believe I have all of those. So for me, because I have all of those tanks, I will automatically get, unless I'm wrong about one of those other tanks and I don't have one of them, I will automatically get all 3 of the new tanks. That's kind of the calculus that the company uses, in my opinion anyway, for the $150 just buy them all kind of idea, right? They look at those tanks, and if you're a whale and you've been at this for a while and you collect everything and you've got all those tanks over there, then you're going to buy 150 boxes and you'll come out with all 3 of the new ones. Or maybe you're close and you have a chance of getting a couple of them, or at least one of them. The fewer of those other tanks you have, obviously, the less chance you have of getting one of the new ones, because it's going to randomly roll one of those things. You will not get compensation until you have rolled every single one of the tanks that are on that list. Also, too, and in addition to, the 50 crate automatic pity mechanic goes away once you have all of the tanks. For example, because I believe I've got all of these older premiums, once I get through my 150 boxes, if I was to buy another 50 boxes, even though you really can't, say I bought 2 25 box packages, I could still get compensation on a random roll on any of those boxes at 2%, but I will not get the pity mechanic at the 50th box. I believe that's new. I had some discussions on Reddit that people said they thought that had already existed. I think that's a new rule. Maybe it's not new for this particular one. Maybe it's relatively new, but just buyer beware right there, guys. When you say you got all of the tanks, you're like, well, I'm going to buy more boxes because I'm getting the automatic 100, and at the 50th box, I'll get automatic compensation for a Tier 8 or Tier 9. I think one of them's a Tier 9, actually, to be honest. Tank. Is the E75 a Tier 9? Yes, 2 of them are Tier 9s. No, 1 is a Tier 9. All right, so we've got 1 Tier 9 in there as well. But anyway, you thinking at the 50th box, I'm going to get the automatic compensation. According to the rules, you are not. So that is unfortunate. And I was highlighting something you don't see, but we'll look at it here in a second. All right. Yes, go to T56. I was correct. Project Ion is just a reskin. 3D, but there you go. All right. We're not going to go over the details on those tanks. We did that a while ago. Once I get them, and I'll do a review later on, but I wanted to get this stuff out to you guys. So we'll go ahead and start with the boxes without further ado. And at this point, we'll just sort of keep track of what we got. We know right now we're going to get 15,000 gold. We know we're going to get probably those 3 tanks. So right off the bat, you might look at that and go, well, a Tier 9 premium and 2 Tier 8 premiums, even though one's a reskin, that's another issue, fellas, but there you go. It is a premium. That's about $20 a premium right there. So, that's a pretty good deal. Now, the rest of the stuff you're going to get, this is all kind of depends. You can directly make a dollar value to premium time based on, you can go to the website and pick how much premium time you want and then figure out what that's going to cost. So we'll see what the premium time is that we get. It's a little bit harder. I guess they do sell silver, so you could do that with silver as well. It's a little bit harder to do for the XP and the booklets, and well, with the 3D styles, you can kind of look at that. Generally, they're talking 15 to 20 something dollars for a 3D style, fellas. So in theory, every time you get a 3D style, you've made another 15, 23 bucks. It kind of depends on if you like 3D styles and if you collect them, or if you've bought them in the past and they have that kind of value to you. And then, of course, the legendary drop of the E100 for a limited time. So each time you get one of those, you'll get a ticket to play, right? A ticket to ride. What's that worth to you? Don't know. All right. Unfortunately, they do not allow you to open 5 crates like they do at Christmas. I'm still a little baffled as to why that mechanic is not in the rest of the crate stuff, and I don't think it looks like it's keeping track of your winnings. Another mechanic that they have during Christmas that I do not understand why they don't put it here. Possibly some of that is to make it maybe not feel like as good a deal as at Christmas, or perhaps it just isn't based on the monetary value of this stuff. Historically in the past, that's been true. Let's just go. Enough of my babbling. What are we going to get? Okay, so, oh, the thing went away. That's really annoying. I wish that thing, reroll award. Don't do that, guys. Claim and activate another. It's unfortunate. So let's just roll over here and I'll call it up on this side. And we'll just sort of keep track of this for a moment here. We did get the 100 gold. We also rolled a 75% roll to get additional credits, and this day of premium was my other 100% of either premium or silver. So we actually rolled a 75% for one of the other things, and we got the reserve plus 50. That's actually pretty good. I like those. Those are nice. So we got a credit. So maybe I'll just put a little hash thing here. I'm going to get tired of probably tracking this, but whatever. Let's go premium. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to track all this 150 times. PR. What do we got? XP. I'm just going to lump all the personal reserves into one thing. Book. Okay. 3D. Is that all of them? I think it is. All right. Let's see. What do we get now? Book. And a premium day. That's 2 days of premium. And I'm going to lump all the books together. Get another book. Although mostly I think we're going to find we're getting the little books and a day of premium. I'm going to move this so it's a little easier to do. Oh, look at that. 100,000 credits. Okay. So we did not get this. So we got a couple of the 75% right off the bat. So I forgot about credits. Boom. Another 100,000. That's nice. Another PR. Credits and PR. Yeah, I'm going to run out of space on this little piece of paper and get tired of doing this. All right, that was a kind of min run. That is the worst you can do, I would say, fellas. 1 day of premium. So the lowest credits is 100,000, and that's what we were seeing pretty much every time. This is just a day of premium. Now, if you're like me and have tons of premium laying around, then you don't much care about premium. But some of you may. Oh, there's another min run. It must have heard me. Sorry, Wargaming. Don't be mad. You know what? I'm not keeping track of this. I don't care. What I should have done is looked at how much premium I had to begin with, and we could have just done that math. Let's find out, actually. How many days have I added? Yeah, let me out of here. Oh, claim. Okay. Oh, because you got the reroll mechanic. Let's get out of here. I will do that. Let's roll that. Let's look at that. So I've got. Don't need to worry about gold, because it'll tell me how much it'll be worth if I get a duplicate somewhere. We've got 1,315 now. So let's just say we had 1,310 when we started. I think that might be overdoing it a little bit, but there you go. And you know what? We're just doing this real time, fellas. You know what I mean? We're just sort of trying to figure it out as we go. Premium was 1,510. I think it might have been slightly more than that, but whatever. We have 16,483 XP, free XP. And we have added 300,000 silver, so we got 18,299,000 silver. Right? The rest of it we won't worry about. So that's XP, silver. The gold, we know what we're going to get. It's 15,000 is 15,000 because I'm not going to reroll. And days of premium. All right. Now we know our baseline starting point. Anything else I can track? Probably booklets. I'm not going to worry about the booklets. Yeah, that's just all we want to know. And then we can do the one-offs like 3D styles and tanks. All right, off we go. Enough of the babbling. You're like, dude, you've been babbling the whole time. All right, another day of premium and a booklet. So those are both those times I did roll the 75% chance thing. That's a pretty good chance, you know, 75%. We're getting 1 day's of premium along the way. Another min run on the silver. That is something that does not break down, which I find interesting, that they give the percentage chance for that thing showing up, but there's no information about the percentage chance of whether you get 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days. One would assume it's not 33, 33, 33, but I don't know because it's not published. It seems like it should be. Now, we did get a PR and silver. We also hit the 1% chance for a Waffentrager. So I got the thing that's harder to get, but did not get the premium. That's pretty cool. All right, fair enough. I'll take it. I don't know if I've ever got the Waffentrager, fellas. I think that's the first time in these last few years when that's been available that I've actually got it to play. I am pretty sure, because I don't remember playing it. Maybe once I got one. I don't know. 250, so we got a bit of a higher roll on that one. This apparently is going to be very good for silver, guys. You know, I do say don't buy silver quite a bit, but it has to be said, can you buy silver directly? You can in packages, but I don't think you can buy it directly. No, it looks like you can't. Very interesting. So it's in some of the packages, so it's kind of hard to... There's a conversion for silver to gold. You could go over here because I think you can convert your silver to your gold to silver. Yes, you can. So you can do that math and kind of work your way back on what that's worth. But for in-game, for buying stuff, for grinding, for getting new tanks, very lucrative in terms of silver, I would say these boxes are. Whether or not that's interesting to you based on how much silver you can create yourself is really, you know, to taste by an individual right there. There's 100,000, so we're just cranking up the silver, fellas. This is good because I still have to buy the tier 9 and the tier 10 Czech light tanks, so I need some cashola. It'd be very nice. PR, day of premium, okay. Haven't hit a tank. Oh, it was stuttering. It was making me feel like the graphic for the tank was going to show up, but it didn't. Okay, we hit a 75% there. Min run on credits, but that's the best min run. I would say that of the 2 min runs, this is the best one, at least for me, because I don't need the premium days. PR, day of premium. Booklet, so lots of the smaller booklets. We have hit a couple of the bigger ones, but a lot of the ones that are the 20,000 XP for just one country. Very useful, fellas, very useful, especially with the new crew system. I'm not scoffing the booklets. I don't put a whole lot of monetary value on them necessarily. I don't think I would want to go buy them straight up, but in terms of value in the game and usefulness, very, very useful. So don't scoff the books. Day of premium. There's a check and another day of premium. So we did hit the 75 on all of those. That's nice. Oh, look at that. Here's some silver, and here's a way to make more silver. I like it. I'll take these every time. Getting closer and closer to the pity mechanic. We're about halfway there. You can see my premium days extending every time we get to that point right there. Ooh, the min run. The min run. Basically, so the worst you can do for $1 is 100 gold and a day of premium. Got a PR on that. That's min run with silver. We did hit the 75 on that one. Min run silver. Min run silver. Are you just doing what I say? Min run silver in a booklet for USA. France and 100,000. We are cranking up the silver, fellas. Very nice. I have to say, I'm liking how much silver I'm getting Vice. Now that I've said it, it will switch out. Vice the premium days. It's making me very happy because for me, that's extremely useful in game, having the silver. You know, theoretically, these are worth 150 if you purchase them. So 250 gold, right? As far as wargaming is concerned. What is 3 days of premium? Let's get a little idea on what that means monetary value wise. $3. Let's just do easy math. Call it $1, even though it's slightly more than $1. So that's $1, right? That's $1. 100 gold's $1, is that right? I don't think you can buy it in 100 gold increments. Where is that? There we go. I'm pretty sure you can't. Let's see what happens if I try to. No. About 500. Slightly less than $1, right? 500 gold's only $3. All right. Oh, look at this. We hit the 15,000 free experience. That's awesome because I have modules to unlock for the follow-on tanks. So I'll take that. Getting close to the tank, fellas. That's a min run right there. Training booklet UK, 100,000 silver. Cranking up the silver. Very nice. That's 150 theoretically. Gold. So 250 gold value. I think you can buy premium days with gold, can't you? In the client? I think so. Oh, look at this. We of course. We rolled the low percentage 5% for one of the styles, and we got the Seek and Destroy 2D instead of the 3D. I don't know if I have any of those, to be honest. Are they all new? They might be all new this year. I got the other one. So now I have both of those. But I believe you can hit these more than once. 100,000 in a booklet. Very interesting. So I got two 5% chance things in a row. Min run. Closing in on the auto. We're going to get an auto tank here. Automatic tank win. In 5 more. 100,000 min run. The best PR. Can you buy that? See, you can't even buy that one. So I would say it's probably worth more than the 150 gold the other ones are. They're much more popular. Okay. Kind of a, well, we got the 75% there. 3 days that time, so that's a few more days. We're at 102. We're about to hit the tank. We'll do this and one more, and we're going to have the first tank. All right. What is it? This one or the next one? I think it's the. It's thinking. There it is. We got the graphic. We, of course. I love it, man. I got the duplicate first. Sure. All right, 2 crates. Let's keep going, fellas. We got the Project Ion. We got the duplicate copy pasta tank first. Only 5,000 free experience. Where is that? Is that the least possible? Yeah, so the 5,000 is the least you can get. 15 is actually not bad. The one I got earlier, it's the second most. Or the second lowest, I guess. Second on the list. Training booklet. Lots of booklets. Okay, we got the XP. Oh, look at this. So these must be new to this year. Are these new? We got the EOS 1 style for the Leopard and 100,000 silver. And we got another PR. Should have looked at that. Oh, did I hit a tank? No way, I just hit another tank. That just increased the possibility of getting compensation tank by a lot, right? So that has now reset the 50 pity party. So I did get the LPZ 70K, very cool. A day of premium, go to crates. So that being said, my next automatic tank will be at, what, 45 left? Another 50 crates if I don't hit it. What that means is in 50 crates, I'll get the last of the 3. Let's say I don't hit it, and then I'll have, 45 crates to hit another tank. But the earlier you get an extra tank, the more chances you have to get the 3rd tank and then the 4th tank, that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens there. I've got little check marks. This is interesting here. So it's showing that I have these 2, but it doesn't have the check mark for any of this stuff. It's kind of interesting. It does let you know though. Alright, open crate, let's do it. That was within what, 3 boxes of each other? 2 tanks? One at the pity and then 1, 2, 5 I guess it was. Boxes later. Min run on the free experience. That is the one of the 75% chance things. I am tending to get, it looks like the PRs, fellas, and the small booklets are probably the most common 75% win. I've seen much less free experience, lots of booklets and lots of PRs. Small booklets. Haven't seen a guide, I don't think, or the big one. Okay, that's a min run. Got the PR in that one. Got the PR there. I'm liking the silver, very nice. Once again, shout out to Wargaming, thanks for the boxes. Now the big question, of course, everyone's going to have in their mind is, are these, if I have a limited amount of money or means, do I wait for Christmas or do I take these? There are tanks here that are probably not going to be in the Christmas boxes, obviously. So there's that. Do you want those tanks? Do you have enough of the extra tanks that get chucked in there that it gives you a decent chance of getting one of the new tanks? I mean, honestly, if you don't have a whole lot of the other tanks, it is very much a roll of the dice. If you're like me and you've got all of them, then you know what you're getting, really. But unfortunately, unless you have all those extra tanks, you don't know what you're getting. You could roll, I don't know, what's the worst thing you could roll? The Chieftain T95, and it's not a horrible tank, but it's certainly not great. Or you could come up with a KV5, which is just it's a funny tank at times, but it's a really power crept tier 8 if we're honest. The Gonzalo's not that exciting to me. The ISU 122-2 is really not that exciting. So you really need to look at that list, consider how many of those you have and what your chances are, and just buyer beware on all of that. Are they better than Christmas? In the past, they have not been as good a value as the Christmas boxes. They are a decent value. I'm not trying to sell it to you necessarily, although I am, because I'm showing you what they look like, but I'm not doing the hard seller. But what I'm telling you is you're getting $60-something worth of gold right off the bat for the 120 something you're spending on, say you bought 75 boxes like I'm opening right here. And you're going to get 3 tanks. So roughly 20 bucks a piece on those, plus all this other stuff. So the fact of the matter is they're a decent deal, right? Probably not as good as Christmas, but guess what we don't know right now? We don't know what the value on the Christmas stuff is going to be. I would find it hard to believe that they would make it less than it has been in the past, or significantly less, let's put it that way. It has been power crept a little bit in terms of, has it been power crept or less power crept? I'm not sure how you want to look at that. They've been worth slightly less, I would say, over the years, but generally they're worth quite a bit more than these boxes right here. All right, I know that didn't answer any of your questions. It really is to taste. And I guess if I had limited funds, I might wait for the Christmas boxes, but there's some cool tanks in this one as well. I'm kind of looking forward to checking out the little light tank, to be honest. I don't much care for the copy pasta stuff because I'm not that bothered by 3D styles and all that good stuff there for the old Skoda copy thing. The E77 looks interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. I'll try to get reviews of those things out as soon as possible. So min run on the premium, but we did get a 75. There's a booklet right there. It is tracking right here at the bottom, in case you didn't notice that. It will tell you how many boxes you have to the next pity mechanic. And that will probably go away once I hit all 3. We'll see what happens with that, actually, because that's what I understand. The guaranteed reward be one of the following. No, I thought it might give me information on what my situation was, but it does not. Would actually be nice if it told you what you had and the possibilities of getting. You can do that yourself manually, but I have so many tanks. That's min run. Okay, we hit a 75. Seven days, that's the most you can get. We hit a 75 with the training book. Okay, training book and a min run 1 day. Nice, credits and credit booster. I love the credit boosters, fantastic. Training booklets and credits. Man, we're already up to 22,399,000. So currently we have what? 4 million silver we've added or so. Nice. 22.3 from 18 to, yeah. Math in public. Min run with a 75. Wow, there's a big chunk. I haven't seen that one yet. 35,000. That's the third lowest. So there's a 75 and a 200, but that's a chunk right there. That's a module, or a significant amount of a higher tier module. Okay, we hit the 75. We're down to 27 for a premium vehicle. Now here's the calculus we're really looking for. Although I guess it doesn't necessarily matter at this point, because I won't get compensation. So it doesn't really matter. Well, it sort of matters. If I can get a 2% hit on one of the premiums, then that will give me the last premium, and then give me that many more chances to hit 2% to get compensation. But once I get this last premium, the E77, the pity mechanics theoretically goes away, and then I'm just relying on a 2% hit, and the 50 thing doesn't help me anymore. Training booklet min run on the day of premium. Basically the same thing, but with a PR. Lots of minimum stuff there. Okay, 100,000. Didn't hit a 75 on that. Nice. Training booklet. I guess I can do. Can I do this? It will tell me how many I have. No, it won't. Bummer. Min run, 19 to the last tank, unless I hit it early. Does it tell me how many of these I have? No, it doesn't. Yeah, it makes you click and claim because you have a reroll. Maybe that's why it doesn't allow you to do 5 at a time. That's probably it, actually, because the reroll mechanic. That must be the reason why you can't do 5 at a time. They didn't have to build rerolling specific ones. I'd imagine that's why it is. That maybe just came to me. I guess that kind of makes sense. 15 more to get that last tank. There you go, 250. Very nice. That's a chunk. Min run. 75. Oh, we're just climbing up the hill on the free experience. That is the second most. Very nice. Look at my free. Wait a minute. Oh, I haven't claimed it. Oh, that's interesting. See, I was looking at my free experience. I'm like, well, I should be well up there. And I thought to myself, no, there's no way, because it's showing 76, but I don't have it yet. I haven't claimed it. So I click there, and it should crank up to 140 something. 151. Ah, there you go. Interesting. Day of premium and a PR. A booklet. So all of a sudden I'm at 150,000 free experience. All right, I hit another 2% or whatever it is. Is that right? 5%. 5% for a 3D skin. I also got a credit booster and a day of premium. So this is Pojitska 3D for the TVP 5051. I don't know. I'm assuming. Obviously you won't get. So I wonder if you get all 3 of these 3D styles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3D styles. I guess there's probably not compensation. I'd imagine it just starts kicking out those 2D styles en masse. Honestly, we're not going to delve into this reroll. I don't know why you would. I mean, I guess if you're really hell-bent on trying to get the premiums and you don't care about gold, maybe you would do that, but I don't see it as a good deal in any way. it is absolutely going to decrease unless you get very lucky with rolls for premiums. It is absolutely going to decrease the value in terms of gold for what you paid for. Okay, we've got 7 till we get the free or the guaranteed last tank. Gold and or silver and a PR, silver and a PR, silver and a PR. We're inside 50 now, fellas. We got 48 left, 3 to get the tank. All right, so we hit Seek and Destroy again. Yes, so you can get multiples of the 2D styles, and they'll just stack up in your garage. Did I hit it early? I think I did. Was I a couple boxes early? I think I was. I think I got that a couple boxes early. There it is, fellas. Day of premium as well and a PR. So the E75. So I now have all 3 of them. If I hit a premium tank, I should get compensation from here. The pity mechanic is gone, it looks like. The mechanics for receiving a guaranteed reward have been disabled. You already have all the premium vehicles from the list. All right, so confirmed. That is exactly how it works. That doesn't mean I can't get compensation. I just have to get very lucky with a 2% roll. Was I on the actual pity mechanic? I might have been. Maybe I'd click so fast I got to it. Silver and a PR. How many of these do I have now? 37. So I started with 20 something. Doing really well with those, actually. I'm getting a lot of these. That's very nice. Appears to be a decent chance for those. Training guide for Japan. This will be interesting to see if I hit a compensation roll. We got 42 more to do it. Remember, this is Sunday. The boxes have been out 2 or 3 days, so this is not a first day event on rolling for these boxes. This is about the 3rd day of the event or so. Booklet and silver, cranking up the silver. 100,000 there. Okay, that's the minimum on the free experience, but I'll take it. Another chunk of free experience. Takes a while to get 5,000 free experience, guys. Booklet in a day. Have I seen one of the big books? I may have seen the training guide. I don't think I've seen a personal training manual yet. Maybe. I don't think so, though. So that's just 3 days of premium. I missed the 75 roll on that one. There's another 5,000 free XP. I'll take that. Very nice. There's a 500,000 roll, guys. Is that the highest? That is it. There you go. I just got $500,000 in credits on that one. Nice chunk of credits. 100,000 on that one. Booklet, premium, and an XP. And these are the permanent ones, not the timed out ones. Another credit PR. Got 30 boxes, man. Are we gonna hit a 2%? What do you think? I don't think so. I bet we don't. We got one early, but the automatic mechanic is gone. Nice silver boost right there. PR and some silver. We got 26 boxes. We could get close to 28 million in silver, depending on how we roll the silver from here. Maybe a little bit more. Premium day, that's a min run there. Plus the gold. Booklet and silver. Booklet and, or PR and silver. PR and silver. Are we gonna get it? Come on now, 15,000 free experience. We've cranked up to 161 from not much, whatever we're at. We're at 15 or something like that, I think. Silver and a PR. We got 20 boxes to get that compensation roll. Are we going to get a compensation roll? We got 18 boxes for a compensation roll. PR and a day. Another 5,000 free experience and some silver. I like that combo. That's a good combo. That one or that or the one, the book. Oh, there we got a guide. That's the bigger one, right? Yes. All right, there you go. So we got a guide, China. That's worth 100. Yeah, 100,000 to each crew member, which is very nice. All right, we got 16 to maybe get a tank. Yeah, that's all right, I guess. Come on now. Uh-oh. What's happening? What is happening? No tank here. 100,000. I like it. We're at 26,699. 100,000. We got another guide. Look at that. Another guide. All right. Must have heard me complaining about the Oh no. Yeah, guide, not booklet. Another guide. Nice. 3 days of premium. 12 rolls, guys, to get a tank, to get compensation. I don't think it's happening. I don't see it happening. We got 26.8. I may not make 28 million because I've only got 11 boxes left. I'm going to need to hit one of the big ones. Oh, I got another. Right on. Look at that. Check it out. And that was a 1% chance. How many do you get? Is it 1? Do I have 2 or something? No, 20. So I must have 40 now. Doesn't really say that here though, does it? Well, we'll go look at it when we're done. If I can think about it. If I can remember, we'll go into the garage and see if we've got 40. 40, that's a lot, actually, if you think about it. That's a min run. Oh, we only got 9, guys. Come on. We got a booklet this time, so that's the small one. Min run, only 7 more. Are we going to get that? That is not it. When I click, it has to go kind of dark, and you see the animation. What's the animation do? Oh, I had it turned off. What happens if you do that? Oh. That's what it looks like. That takes a while. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay. Booklet that time, silver. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make 28 million unless we hit a 500 and a couple big ones because we only have 4 boxes. We're not going to make 28 million, but boy, we came close. 3 boxes. Compensation box? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh. 2 more boxes. Oh, min run. Give us something cool. Let's do it. No. Oh, oh, that's a bummer. That was a weak finish. Weak finish game. 3 min runs at the end. We'll claim that reward. And now we're done. Why do we have 1 there? Oh, no engineers Cratesville. Okay. Let's go find the Waffentrager, guys. How many battles do we have? I think it's 10, right? Oh. Do I have to do something else? Alright, that surprised me. Is it not? Maybe I'll have to look into that. I don't know. You guys might know down there. Is it somehow not? Oh, wait. Am I not showing rentals? I may not be showing rentals. There we go. That was it. Alright, so I do have 40 battles. So there it is in the garage. Battles left 40. No, nothing on it. I do have a crew for it. Oh, it's a... Wow. Did these guys... This must be my crew. I don't know. I don't know if I made this crew at some point. It is a WTE 100 crew. Cool, cool. There you go, fellas. Let's go find the tanks. One of them was a light tank, tier 8, German. There it is. Set as primary. And one of them was a heavy tank, German, tier 9. Yes. Set as primary. We won't worry about the Skoda thing here. We're just going to look at these fellers. So we got an E77, an interesting looking tank. Tier 9 heavy tank, 460 alpha, 0.37 accuracy, 12.5 or so second gun reloading, 2249 DPM. What's the armor look like? 135 hull, 290 turret. Wow, that's nice. But it does have a Tuma, small Tuma. And what about this little light tank feller? Where is he? Here we go. I think this is an autoloader or no? No. It's an 8-second reload for a 240 alpha. Goodness gracious, that is atrocious. 0.32 is pretty accurate. 2.01 minus 17 gun depression. Wow. I think it has hydropneumatics, I believe. 16 stationary and moving. 380 view range is kind of crummy. What's its speed? 60. Does 60. And it's got three crew members. All right, guys, there you go. 150 boxes open, engineers boxes. You can buy those, obviously. You can get two by progressing through the Waffentrager event. You can get rentals of the old WT100. That thing's probably already running around in randoms. There is a pity mechanic until there isn't, i.e., when you have all of the tanks that are in the crates, the pity mechanic goes away. You can still hit compensation, but it's only if you do the 2% roll. As you saw with me, I got them done early with a combination of an early roll on one and the pity mechanic, but I never did hit another one and get any compensation from there. And you saw the pity mechanic went away. That is all I've got for my talk about old Waffentrager event. How are you guys doing? Did you buy any boxes? How many did you buy? What did you think the worth of it was? I think they're a good value. I don't think they're necessarily as good as the Christmas value, but you also have to take into account that these tanks are probably not going to be in the Christmas boxes. So depending on whether you want to try to get these, taking chances, all that stuff, it is very much to taste. It depends on what your situation is with your account and how much you are willing to spend. Right? I would say able. So that, I think that goes without saying. I'm going to say willing to spend out there. Let me know what you did. That is all I've got. See ya.